Good morning, my friends. I'm thinking by looking at myself in the camera, I look like a rooster with a little top knot on my head. But my hair is getting so long on the top, I can't make it lay down. I'm either rooster head or flat head. So, guys, I just want to say good morning. We had nursing home yesterday. It went great. There was a lot of people there, and I told the story about the two sheep, and it was a good story. I think everybody enjoyed it, and I took one of Papa's big walking canes with me so I could use it and illustrate it as a shepherd's staff. And it went pretty good. It was only Kim and I and Pastor yesterday, but Kim and I managed to I made sure I took my glasses because when I just try to sing from memory and I can't see the words, I sometimes get words wrong, and then I can see Kim laughing. And then I'm thinking, what did I do? What did I do? What did I say wrong? And she always seems to tell me. But I just wanted to share with you a little bit of the story that I told because it has a really good moral. But the two sheep, the shepherd would take them out to graze, and the one sheep was always so content, and the other sheep was always worried. So he would take them over the scariest little pass in the mountains to get down to the valley, and the one little sheep would say, "Oh, I'm so scared. I can't stand this. It makes me so nervous." And the other little sheep would say, "Don't worry. The shepherd has you. He has your staff. He can help you get back on the right track. He can keep you from falling." So they'd go a little further, and then they'd have to climb a hill. And she'd go, "Oh no, I can't climb that hill. I don't have steady footing. I got a hurt knee, and I can't climb," which is my excuse, guys, just throwing that in there. And then finally they get to the top, and she said, "See, the shepherd helped you with his staff. He helped you all the way up the hill. You didn't have to worry." And all of a sudden, they were in this beautiful, beautiful meadow, and the grass was so thick and so green. And the one sheep just started eating, and she was so content. And the other sheep said, "Oh my goodness, did you hear that? It's wild beasts. There's wild beasts in this area." And the other sheep looked over at the shepherd, and she said, "Look, he's standing there with his staff. He'll protect us. Just settle down and enjoy what the shepherd has brought you to." So finally she took a bite of the good green grass, and she said, "This is so awesome. Why did I worry so much?" And that was the little moral of the story, that God has us. He's got us with his hands or with his staff. And when we get a little too close to the edge, he shoves us over. And when the mountain gets high, he gives us a little boost. And I know that's how I get sometimes. You all saw me have my little motor scooter wreck, which wasn't a drastic thing. But guys, it pulled a hamstring in the back of my leg. And so that muscle right in the back is a little bit swollen under there. And, that's where I had that great big bruise was on the back of my thigh. So I have to walk stiff-legged, and I don't like that. So Papa's been putting a Salon Pass, the hot and cold thing, on there every morning. And Coda loves it because she says, "That's a big Band-Aid." And I said, "Yes, it is, baby." But it covers that whole patch. I'm looking at my leg right now. I can't stop rubbing it and looking at it. But I told Kim yesterday, we got out of the nursing home, and then we went to a couple of resale shops. And I said, "My goodness, I feel so good in my mind. I just feel good." But then all of a sudden it's time to get out of the car, and I find myself moaning. Drop, Carly, drop. Just turn loose. Let your hands go. Oh my goodness, she needed Gigi for that. She'd kind of jumped up and grabbed the bar, and her hands were tired, and she couldn't make up her mind just to let go. So, anyway, I'm not, that didn't frazzle me at all. I go right back to what I was saying. When we have aches and pains, and I was excited, we're going to the resale shop because, guys, I had been looking for a nice cedar chest to put my blankets in. Golly, since before Christmas, and I just could not find one in my price range, and if it was in my price range, it needed to be redone. And I was just wanted a cedar chest so bad for my blanket. I have a cedar chest in my room, but I keep all my purses and all my travel bags in it, and I didn't want to move it to the front room for the computer room, whatever room we choose to call it that day, for blankets. But when we went in this resale shop yesterday, oh God, it was so good. There was the most beautiful, I'm telling you, beautiful cedar chest. The lock had been taken off for safety, but it's just beautiful. It's got a little emblem on the front. I don't even know what it is. I just noticed the color was so nice, and it's just beautiful. To me, it's beautiful. And it was only $125. So if you'd like me and been looking on Marketplace, they're 4, 5, maybe you could find a good one for $3. I saw one lady selling one for $65, and I texted her, and she says the reason I'm selling it so cheap is the legs needs to have new legs on it, and the top needs to be refinished. And I thought, that's just going to be that's not my job. I'm not doing that stuff. I can't do this stuff. I have arthritis in my fingers, I said, that's going to be another job for Kim. So I told her no thank you, that I didn't feel like I could finish it. Anyway, I was kind of sad because that one was so cheap but needed so much work. So I just, we'll check some resale shops. And that was just the first one we went into, and it was most beautiful. Also, I moved my stove out. And so I had my my little, I think it's it's a kitchen cart, but I think it's basically maybe you can roll it around and do things on it, or it could just be to hold the microwave. I'm never sure. It had a towel rack on each end of it. It's the one y'all seen it in there so much. It was my mother's. My brother gave it to my mother, and so when she passed away, I took that. So I was able to put that right up there in the corner, and I think Kim showed y'all that. And all of my electric cookware is either up here or right under it, and that worked awesome. But then that gave me an empty space there, and that drawer that's in that buffet is where I keep everything, like lighters, candles. It's kind of like the junk drawer. So the way I had it now, we had to walk all the way to the corner to get in the junk drawer. So then I pushed the buffet back to where it used to sit, and I thought, oh, this is awesome. Well, guess what? That left me nowhere to put my plant. So I put my plant on our little stools that stack, and I thought, well, whenever... Honey, that's awesome! And I thought, whenever I start hunting for the cedar chest in the resale shops, I'll look for a table for my plant. Oh my goodness, I found one for $20. Oh, you did a great job on that. Everything's swinging. So it had some stuff on it, and I said, Kim, I need to get to this table right here. And so we moved some stuff, and I said, oh my goodness, this is exactly what I want. Perfect height. There's nothing wrong with it. It had a really pretty scallop thing under the bottom. I'll show y'all that in a minute. And I was just so happy with it. And it was $20, and I could not believe. So then I thought, well, we're going to have to wait till she can come back in the truck. But you'll never believe when she did. When Kim put both of the seats down in my Rogue, in my new car, it gives us 70 inches. And the cedar chest was 48. praise God. So the cedar chest went in right here. Then my table went in right here. And then we had some dog food that we had picked up for Papa, and he hadn't taken it out yet. So we moved that to the very front, to the floorboard on front of the two little seats. And then we still had room for Kim to put her groceries because she picked up a grocery order. So little cars sometimes hold a whole lot. But I was so proud to get home with that stuff, and I got it all fixed. I can't look at those girls. It's my day for Carly and Coda, but I just want to be here in a zone with you guys. I don't want to put that out of my mind. Papa said, hey, I'll take him for a ride. He's brought back already. Anyway, so it was just a good day. Come home and vacuumed, and Bennett and Ellie moved the cedar chest in for me, and we got it put right in front of the window. And then I need to go move my plant. I put it in the corner, but I think if I move it to the center, then I can put my grow light in the corner, and Papa won't be so worried about it. He's always, oh, you gotta cut that off because I think the cats might knock it over. And I've had that grow light for a couple of years, and nothing's ever tipped it over. But you never know. He's right. I'll let him have that little. Turn it off. It doesn't bother me if it's turned it off. I'll turn it back on. So anyway, it was a very good day yesterday. My story went good. I think Kim only laughed at me one time for saying the wrong word, and everybody was happy to see us. And it was just a really great day. The only thing that boggled it up was my leg and the back. But I have some pain pills that the doctor gave me when I had my hip surgery. And I don't know, that's been 2 years ago. But I cut one of them in half, and I took that half a pill. And that helped a little bit for the day. But it's very painful, and anybody that's ever had a strain back there. I had this once before when I was putting up my bus windows. It's easier to put the windows up from the outside. You just go along and push, push, push. But this one was kind of hard, so I had to push really hard. Oh, it pulled that hamstring back there, and it was sore for a long time. But that was in my younger years. So now that I've turned that milestone of 75 years, I think maybe we take a little bit longer to heal. Also, I've become more of a sissy because things hurt me worse. Used to, I had to hobble around with any ache or pain, but now it's like I find myself moaning when I turn over, moaning when I get in the car, and having to lift my leg up and put it in. And so that was kind of fun. Anyway, we were so excited. We went and celebrated with a Frappuccino at McDonald's, and if y'all have never had one, you need to give it a try. They're not expensive. I always have a caramel. It's called a frappe, but it's a Frappuccino. So I always have the caramel frappe, and Kim always gets a caramel frappe. And then she says, will you please sprinkle some chocolate around the top, or drizzle some chocolate around the top. So she's a little picky, but I had mine. I was just so happy. I just sat back and sucked on that thing, and it was so good. It's been a long time because I'm trying to watch what I eat, and haven't had one for a while, but it was really good, guys. So if y'all got a McDonald's, just drive through. Get nothing but a caramel frappe, and you will just delight in that. So it was a dreary day yesterday. I only had Coda Bear. She stayed with Pawpaw while we went to the nursing home, and he said she was real good. They were playing. I think they were outside when I got home, and I had called him and told him if you take her outside, because she was just in a little nightgown, and I told her where her warm clothes were, although I have no warmer clothes, because when Dustin and Jill take her home in the afternoons, I don't get my clothes back. And So I'm going to have to say, hey, you've got 3 sweatshirts, 3 sweatpants. You know, I need those back until the cool weather's over with. And um, I bought Carly a whole bunch of little shirts, well, 5 little shirts, because when she's here on Tuesday or Thursday, I have nothing to change her into anymore. She's grown so much, and all of her clothes have gone down to Coda, and Carly's got that little bit more of a tummy than little Coda does, so they don't quite fit her on the tummy anymore. But I may ask Elora, ask Stephanie, does she have any of Elora's old shirts, you know, play shirts that we could have down here for Carly. So that, up until just recently, she's been using all of Brindley Grace's stuff that Lou had gave me from when Brindley Grace was little or younger. And I had a lot from when I kept her that I didn't throw away. She's my girl. She'll always be my girl. I just love her so much. And I think the kids that you're with the most, that they need you the most at that time, so you tend to have a close relationship with them. And I love it when we're sitting at church and all of a sudden she sees me and she jumps up and comes gives me that big hug. And Elora went to church with us Sunday, and I saw Elora getting sleepy, and I said, come put your head in my lap. And she goes, no, I'm fine. So she was sitting with Brindley 2 aisles up from us, 2 pews up from us. Bessie, she gets get real sleepy. It's so hilarious when Brindley's not here, and so they're not playing. Ow, 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 I hurt myself. So Elora will come down, and she'll say, can I watch a movie with you or watch the ball game? Sure. So she takes Papa's chair. I get in my chair. We both have a blanket, and we're laid back. Next thing you know, that girl is asleep, sound asleep. And she sleeps so crazy. She sleeps slung out or hungover. And she loves it now because she's got, Woody won't nap with anybody anymore, but Buster will nap with you now. So she gets Buster. One day she needed to come for something because a buddy called and said, could she stay? And I said, well, sure. So she comes down, she goes straight into their playroom, makes her a bed on the couch, gets the puppy, and she slept the whole time. And when Buddy called for her, I said, well, sure. All she did was come down and take a nap. And so when she got up, I said, baby, I love you. You just come long enough to take a nap. And she said, this is the best place to take a nap. Well, so, you know, that made Gigi's heart just swell up and want to get tears in my eyes. When I know that they love my house, then I know that it's everything's right with the world. I just feel it. So this morning, I didn't want to cook. So I made the girls a hot cocoa, and I gave them one of those breakfast bars someone had sent, which was so nice, and they're good. But I had one for my breakfast, but I gave them one each, and I gave them a hot cocoa. Well, Coda's fine with that. She ate it, but then she did want some yogurt to go with it. So Carly didn't want yogurt. Carly wouldn't eat the breakfast bar. She drank all of her hot cocoa. And I said, okay, let me finish my first cup of coffee and I'll come fix you something else. And she said, okay. And she's just being sweet as can be. Well, next thing I go in there, and she's gotten into the cookie bag. And she's gotten, it looks to me like about 8 cookies. But they're the kind that you open the middle. And all she'd done was open the middle and eat all the frosting out of the middle. And there were all this little empty cookies laying there. And I thought, wow, that's not what I would call a good breakfast, cocoa and cookie frosting. So anyway, she didn't want anything else. She wouldn't eat anything else. And now they're outside playing. They both put their jackets on, and we had to put pants on Carly because she still had on her little sleep shorts. Anyway, they're both out playing, having the best time. And I thought, well, this is a good time for me to do a video. And I want to thank you for all the birthday cards, all the birthday messages that you sent, all the gifts that you sent. I don't know who sent gifts because Papa opens them. And I got some really, really, really pretty things. And I just thank you all so much. But it was my 75th birthday, and I was dreading it. But then I thought, why dread it? You know, you've found this new makeup that looks pretty good, and your hair's exactly the way you want it to be. And, you know, go with it, girl. 75, my goodness. That's you know, used to say that they would say 30 is the new 50. So if 30's the new 50, then the 75's got to be the new, what? The new 50. If 30's the new 50, then I think 50 must be the new 75. But Ellie and I were having, you know, our little birthday thing, and he said, do you feel 75? And I said, well, I don't know how 75 feels. I said, in my mind, you know, if I just close my eyes and sit a minute, I said, I don't think I felt any different than I did when I was 18, mentally. Oh, that's so pretty. Thank you. Oh, I love it. Oh, gosh, she brought me a beautiful stick and some flowers wrapped around it. Thank you. Would you like to say good morning, friends? Oops. Okay, wait, I'll turn it. All right. Oh, say good morning, friends. Hi. You were showing what you got me? Yeah? Why did you get me that?
Because it's beautiful.
It is beautiful, but is it because you love me?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's how I make it.
Thank you.
I make it.
I know you did, and it is awesome. That was sweet, right? It's always good to get flowers and a nice stick. That was cool. That was very very imaginative to wrap the flowers around the little stick. That was Woody, guys. He bumped us. So I don't know, somebody will be Kim said she was doing her video and she was kind of rocking back and forth from one leg to the other, and somebody told her, I couldn't watch your video, it's giving me vertigo. So I don't know what y'all get every time these legs shake. I don't know, it's kind of a crazy house around here. Oh, and now you put something else on it. Oh, you put a leaf on it. How are you getting the leaf to stick?
Because I put spit on it.
Oh, she put spit on it. That is so smart. She put spit on the leaf to make it stick on the stick. Boy, girl. Or I should say girl.
I can see it in my teeth.
Okay, well, wait. I'll turn it to you a little bit. There. Well, it's just getting your tiny face. Okay, they can see it. I'm sure they can see it. They love it. They'll tell us on the later that they loved it, okay? All right, Scooty Pooty. Thank you. How adorable. She put spit on it. I see something like that. What you got, baby? Are those for me too? Oh, that looks really nice there. Thank you. Maybe later we can paint them. Would you like that? Oh. Oh no, I don't want it in my mouth. Yeah, we can do that later, but I do not want rock in my mouth, okay?
Oh.
It's not going to stay there, precious. Okay, look, just let me finish my video, okay? I'm going to unhook the video and I'm going to go in the house and I'm going to show you my chest and I'm going to show you my table where I put my plant. Now, that's not where the table's going to stay. I'm going to kind of move it down a little bit. But my house isn't clean yet. I had a couple of cups of coffee. And then, oh my goodness, we've been watching some documentaries on Princess Diana. And so much more about her that I didn't know before. I mean, I watched The Crown up until the part where I couldn't watch The Crown after her and Charles divorced. But on these documentaries, you see so many things she did with her boys. And she was just beautiful. She had a beautiful heart. I've always loved Princess Diana. But we just started watching documentaries this morning. Papa and I did, and we kind of sat there a little longer than what we usually sit. But I did get to go up and tan this morning, so when I can tan, that starts my morning out right. I've said before, I think brown fat looks better than white fat. So if I'm going to be a little chubby girl, then I'm going to be a brown chubby girl and not a white chubby girl. Anyway, that's beside the point. So I think I'm going to unhook this now. I'm thinking I'll take it in, but then I'm thinking, I don't know, if I take it in, I can't. If I turn around, you're going to see stuff all over my house. Not that my house is basically clean. It's just, I was using the little vacuum, the little handheld vacuum to vacuum out the Cedar Chest, so it'd be clean when I put my blankets in it. And then Coda thinks I need the broom and I need the spray, and she brings me all these things from the kitchen because I asked her, did you want to help me clean? So I guess that's what she's used to seeing me clean with, my little spray bottle of Fabuloso and dish towel to wipe everything down with. So I need to go put that up first so y'all can get the... And I'm not going to put anything on the Cedar Chest. I'm just going to use it so the kids can open it and close it. And it's very heavy. And I'm a little tiny bit worried about... I think I can keep Coda and Carly out of it. And I don't think... Elora's the one, Elora and Brindley and Bay, they're the ones that's always hunting blankets. So I think they won't have any trouble opening it and closing it. So that'll be good. And my baby's doing good. Somebody that said he wasn't a teacup, I'm show something. Come here. Come here. No, I can't catch him. We weighed him last night on vegetable scales, and he was like 2 pounds and a few ounces. So, and he's almost 4 months old. So he may not be a teacup, but I hold him every day, and I kiss him, and I pray, Jesus, 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 please don't let him get more than 4 pounds. Please don't let him grow into his feet, because he's got the biggest feet. And I just pray over him, and I kiss him, and I just pray over him some more. And you can tell by the way he moves around, he's not a puppy anymore. He's 3 months old when I got him. We've had him about, I think, 3 weeks now. So when I go to bed at night... Oh, baby, I'm so proud of you. You know how to do it, don't ya? So when I go to bed at night, this is just what I know I have to do. I take my pills, and then I always eat an orange slice after my pills. Someone sent me orange slices. Thank you. I love orange slices. Anyway, after I take my pills, I always sit and have an orange slice. That way I know that gives my sleeping pills a little time to work. And so then I go into my room and I put on my moisturizer, my face moisturizer for night. And usually I put some lotion on my feet, on my legs, all on my elbows. Then I'll put my dog in the bed. And then I get in the bed myself. And I turn on this side, because he's on this side. And then I pull the cover up real tight over my ears and right across this part of my face. And that's how I have to fall asleep. Because he eats me up. He eats my nose. He eats my chin. I have to cover up like this because he'll be biting in my ears. And, Gene said, how do you go to sleep like that? And I said, well, I can pretty much go to sleep with anything going on, once I've had that pill. And at some point, I'll wake up a little later on and he'll be snuggled right next to me, and I can kind of uncover my head and get comfy and oh my goodness, Carly won't let Coda in the house. So anyway, I'm going to close out now, and I'm going to add a little piece to it in a minute when I show you my plant stand. It's not a plant stand, it's just a really cute little table. And then I will show you my cedar chest, because I'm so excited about it. So I love y'all. I'll see y'all in a few minutes. This is my cedar chest, and this is where it sits. You can see how pretty it is. It just looks so country. The tiny little legs. I can still vacuum a tiny bit under it. The top. Well, the sun's shining through the window, so you might not can see very much. There's my purse hanging there. But I think it looks real pretty. It looks fine up to Papa's desk. And of course, the other only thing we have in here is our chair, my suitcase with my pictures, and then all of our coats are hanging everywhere. Be so glad when winter's over and those can go back into the closet. But that is my cedar chest. Then this is the little table I got. See how pretty it is down here? It's just so pretty. Then up to the top. And of course there's my plant. And my that's going to be bright for you, but I can show you how it sits. Just right there. And then of course that looks like some kind, I don't know, there's things y'all have sent me. I took that one from LA. I loved it so much. Jesus with all the kittens. And of course they're supposed to be Ivan, but anyway, that's how it sits, and I just love it. And I'm so happy with it. All right, guys, see you later.